Hello friends, this is Bhatia from Sukhmani Immigration Services, Brampton, Canada. I'm a regulated and licensed Canadian immigration consultant. Today's video is very special because today I'm going to talk about a topic for which very less information is available. And this topic impacts a lot of people. What is this topic? What are the details? I'll share everything with you. But before that, a request. If you have not subscribed to the channel so far, please consider subscribing. We talk a lot about Canadian immigration news, update, tips and tricks on this channel. If you like the video, please share it with your family and friends so that they can also benefit. So without further delay, let's get started on this very important topic. Before we start the topic, a request. If you have not subscribed to the channel so far, please consider subscribing. So let's get started. Yeah, but why not have a party before the topic? Yes, today's topic is about party sharti and what are the consequences of this party, particularly on your immigration case. So we are going to talk about criminality, DUI and inadmissibility. We are going to talk about drink driving and the impacts it is going to have on your immigration case. So let's start with inadmissibility first. What is inadmissibility? So inadmissibility is basically some people are not allowed to enter Canada and they are treated as inadmissible because of so many reasons. So if a person who is outside Canada and not allowed to come even for visiting purposes, even for study, or as a worker, or forget even the immigration. So he is not allowed to come to Canada. And somebody who is inside Canada because of inadmissibility is asked to leave Canada. This is what inadmissibility is. Somebody outside Canada is not allowed to come inside Canada. Somebody who is present in Canada and is inadmissible is asked to leave Canada. So now that you know inadmissibility, who gets affected by inadmissibility? So inadmissibility affects all foreign nationals, Anybody who is having a foreign passport other than the Canadian passport is a foreign national and affects all foreign nationals. And also inadmissibility, some of the rules of inadmissibility affect permanent residents also, PR card holder also. That is people who have immigrated to Canada already, but they are not the Canadian citizens yet. So anybody who is a Canadian citizen is not affected by inadmissibility. Once again, just to make it clear, Canadian citizens are not affected by inadmissibility. Only people affected by inadmissibility are foreign nationals and PR card holders. So now that you know who is affected by inadmissibility, let's have a quick look for reasons for inadmissibility. So inadmissibility is a vast topic, very big topic. So number of reasons are there. These reasons could be security reason, you are not allowed to come to Canada. Nobody is going to allow an intruder into the house, right? So similarly, if there is a security threat from a particular person, that person is not allowed to come to Canada. Human rights violation, if somebody has a human right violation on his name, he is not allowed to come to Canada. Criminality and serious criminality. This is the topic I am going to touch. Criminality and serious criminality is also one of the reasons for inadmissibility. Organized criminality is another reason. Medical inadmissibility. This is also another reason. If I get chance, I will surely make a video also on medical inadmissibility. Financial reasons, misrepresentation. So many people, particularly in India, Pakistan, they, on the false documents, they try to get visa for Canada, which is misrepresentation, and they can be banned for 5 years. So misrepresentation, then non-compliance with IRCCC Act, and another problem is even if you are not inadmissible, if any of your family member is inadmissible, you automatically become inadmissible. So, but for now, I am only touching the topic which is colored in red, which is criminality and serious criminality. So now the question is, what is criminal inadmissibility? Criminal inadmissibility is some people are not allowed to enter or stay in Canada because of their background in criminality. And if they have committed a crime or if they have been convicted for a crime. So committed a crime, convicted a crime, they are two different things. I'll explain you further in this video. A crime may have occurred inside Canada or outside Canada. So let's look at the criminal charges. Who decides the criminal charges? Who puts the criminal charges? So the criminal charges are put by another agency and decided by another agency. We'll look into it. So first, let's look into the Canadian law. Under the Canadian law, you are presumed to be innocent until proven guilty. So this is not the law everywhere, but in Canada, the law is that you are considered as innocent until you are proven guilty. So till that time you are considered innocent. So now the question is, who puts the charges? In any country, the charges are put by police. So police puts the charges. Even in Canada also, police puts the charges and makes a charge sheet against you. The charge is basically an allegation that you have committed a crime. Police believes that you have committed a crime, even though you may not have committed a crime, but they believe that you have committed a crime and you are charged for that crime. Now, it is the court, it is the courts which decide whether you have committed a crime or not. So that decision is called conviction. If they decide you have convicted, that if you are either you have admitted that you are guilty or you proven guilty, either you say yes, I have committed the crime, I am guilty, or during the course of trial you are found to be guilty, then you are considered as convicted. Once convicted, you may be asked to pay fine, or you may have to serve a sentence, jail term or sentence, depends, right? Or even a combination of both. So this is the conviction and the charges which have been put. So types of criminal admissibility. Basically in Canada there is two types of criminal admissibility: serious criminal admissibility and just simple criminality. So serious criminality affects both PR card holders as well as foreign nationals. Both get affected by serious criminality, but criminality only affects foreign nationals. So now let's look at another aspect, which is DUI. Very important topic. DUI is basically driving under influence. So they don't call it as drink driving because you may be under influence of anything. So driving under influence means that your ability to drive a vehicle has been compromised by any degree because you have consumed, number one, alcohol, and your blood alcohol concentration, the concentration of alcohol in your blood is above 0.08, and it could be because of that, or it could be because of drugs like marijuana, like cannabis, or any other drugs, or over-the-counter drugs, or maybe even prescription medications. Sometimes doctor give you cough syrups. They say do not drive because your ability to drive is compromised. So in that case, you can take a Uber, or you can, ask your friend or relative to drive back home. Any consumption of illegal substances or even the combination of all these is called DUI, driving under influence. Now, another important thing is drink driving a serious criminality? Well, many countries it may not be a serious criminality. But in Canada, yes, drink driving is a serious criminality. And if occurred, here the date is very important, because in Canada a lot of people have died and a lot of loss happened because of drink driving. So rule changed on December 18th, 2018. And before that it was just a criminality, but today it has become serious criminality. So serious criminality, if occurred after December 18, 2018, the offense, one important thing I like to share, even if it is a normal criminality and if the jail term was more than 6 months or it is in collaboration with other crimes, then it is not even considered a serious criminality. So DUI, driving under influence, or drink driving has a very serious repercussions, both for foreign nationals who are visitors, students, anybody, or workers, and also the PR card holders. So you get PR after so much difficulty. Please do not spoil it for this small thing. Now, what is the remedy? Yeah, if you know what, first of all, I will say, please try to avoid drink driving. But if somebody has done that and he now wants to kind of remediate, what is the remedy available? So let's look at the remedy. Again, remedy depends upon whether the DUI is committed inside Canada or outside Canada. If it is committed inside Canada, if driving under influence was committed inside Canada, then record suspension and pardon. So record suspension and pardon is the option. So, but what is record suspension and pardon? So pardon or record suspension refers to ensure that criminal history will not be revealed. Your name, your details, your crime, all this is taken off the database. The database, which is called Canadian Police Information Center. From that database, your information is taken out. So it will not affect, if somebody searches you, they will not be able to find you. But here also there is a clause. The clause is, if the offense is related to, if it is a sexual offense, then it will never go out of Canadian database. So it will remain there. Another thing which we need to look is, if the DUI is outside Canada. Inside Canada, you have asked for pardon. Outside Canada, what will you do? So outside Canada, the option is that if the crime was outside Canada, you have completed the sentence. So whatever the jail term or sentence was provided to you, you have completed that successfully. You have paid the fine if the fine was laid on you, and the term was more than 5 years but less than 10 years. So more than 5 years have passed when you committed that crime, right? So more than 5 years have passed but less than 10 years, and you can apply for rehabilitation. So you can ask for rehabilitation. Now you will ask me, what is rehabilitation? So what is rehabilitation? Rehabilitation means Canadian immigration authorities believe that you are not inadmissible to Canada based on your criminal history anymore. So then they provide you with rehabilitation. So this is, just as I mentioned, the total overall inadmissibility. There are many clauses, many sections. Even under the criminal inadmissibility and serious criminal inadmissibility, I am only talking about DUI, drinking under influence. There are many other cases of criminal inadmissibility, but I am only talking here of the DUI. So lastly, I would say, please try to avoid as much as possible driving under influence or drink driving. And if you want to discuss your case or you want to discuss the inadmissibility you have, you can make an appointment with us. Our office is located in Brampton. Email ID, phone numbers, everything is shared right here with you. And once again, very important thing, if you have not subscribed to the channel so far, please consider subscribing. And thank you very much for watching the video. Thanks.